In a world where legends are born on endless seas and mysteries hide in every ripple of the ocean, there exists a narrative so vast and enigmatic that it stretches across the ages, touching every heart that dares to dream. Tonight, we embark on a gentle, meandering journey into the very soul of One Piece, a voyage that takes us through forgotten eras, uncharted islands, and profound whispers of history. We will explore the elusive island of Raftel, the mysterious legacy of Joy Boy, and the prophecy of the final war. Allow your mind to rest, your thoughts to drift like the tide, as we slowly unravel these mysteries in a calm, soothing narration designed for deep reflection and gentle sleep. Long before the Straw Hat Pirates ever set sail, and long before the names Luffy, Zoro, and Nami echoed through every port, there existed an age cloaked in darkness and wonder, a time known only as the Void Century. In that long-forgotten epic, when the world was still being written in the language of struggle and hope, entire kingdoms rose and fell in secret, their true histories erased by those in power. The only remnants of that lost era are the ancient Poneglyphs, stone inscriptions carved with painstaking care that speak of truths too dangerous for the present. These silent monuments, scattered across the world, hold within them the secrets of a time when freedom, power, and destiny were inextricably intertwined. Imagine an age when the only light came from distant stars and the gentle glow of fires under open skies, a time when the world was both fragile and fierce. It is said that during these ancient days, a man known only as Joy Boy emerged from the mists of history. His name, etched on a solitary poneglyph on Fishman Island, is a testament not only to his existence, but also to a promise he once made, a promise of redemption, a vow of hope that was tragically left unfulfilled. Although the true identity of Joy Boy remains shrouded in mystery, his legacy endures as a soft echo through the corridors of time, a reminder that even in the deepest darkness, there exists the spark of possibility. As you listen, let your thoughts drift over a vast, uncharted sea, where every wave carries the weight of history, and every gust of wind whispers secrets of the past. In those long-forgotten days, Joy Boy was not merely a man, but a symbol, a beacon of hope in a time of turmoil. His vow, recorded in stone with a heartfelt apology, speaks of regrets too heavy to bear and of dreams too beautiful to forget. It is a gentle reminder that even the greatest among us can be haunted by the promise of what might have been, and that every broken promise may one day be mended by the passage of time. Far beyond the tumultuous waters of the Grand Line lies Raftel, the fabled final island that has been the subject of countless legends and the ultimate destination for every pirate who dares to dream. Also known as Laugh-Tale by those who have uncovered its secrets, Raftel is whispered about in every port and sung of in every tavern as the place where the true treasure, the One Piece, is hidden. But what is the One Piece? Is it a treasure trove of unimaginable riches? A repository of the long-forgotten history of the void century? Or perhaps a symbol of the ultimate freedom that has eluded so many? Theories abound, each more tantalizing than the last. Some scholars argue that Raftel is the key to unlocking the true history of the world, a place where the records of ancient kingdoms and the secrets of the world government are laid bare. Others believe it is not a physical island at all, but a metaphor for the final truth, a destination that represents the culmination of every dream, every journey undertaken in pursuit of liberty. Picture, if you will, a secluded island bathed in the soft, golden glow of dawn, the sound of gentle waves lapping against weathered shores, the rustle of palm leaves in a tender breeze, and the quiet majesty of ruins, half swallowed by time, all suggest that Raftel is a place where time itself seems to stand still. It is on this mystical island that the final pieces of a vast, intricate puzzle may be found, a puzzle whose assembly could reveal the hidden truths of the void century and unlock the secrets of the world. The journey to Raftel is not merely an adventure for material gain. It is a pilgrimage for the soul, a quest to unearth the very meaning of freedom and destiny. Yet the story of One Piece does not end with ancient promise and hidden islands. Interwoven with these legends is the foretelling of the final war, a prophecy that speaks of a cataclysmic conflict, a battle so immense and profound that it will decide the fate of the entire world. This final war is not simply a clash of forces or ideologies. It is the culmination of centuries of hidden strife, the final reckoning between those who have built empires on lies and those who have dared to challenge the status quo. It is a confrontation in which every secret suppressed since the void century, every dream that has been stifled, and every heart that has longed for a better future will converge into a single, monumental conflict. Close your eyes and imagine the quiet before a storm, a world holding its breath as countless souls prepare for a final, transformative battle. In this vision, the final war is not a mindless descent into chaos, but a profound turning point, a moment when the old order will crumble to make way for a new era of truth and justice. It is a war that will not only reshape the world, but also redefine the very essence of what it means to be free. Every whispered legend and every secret inscription on a poneglyph becomes a piece of this grand puzzle, leading inexorably toward a future where the burden of the past may finally be lifted. Amidst these grand prophecies stands the revolutionary spirit, a quiet yet relentless force that burns within the hearts of those who have suffered under the oppressive yoke of the world government. The Revolutionary Army, with its deep-seated desire for change, represents the hope of a people who have long been silenced. Their struggle is not one born of a lust for power, but of a profound yearning for a world where every secret is revealed and every injustice is righted. This spirit of rebellion, intertwined with the legacy of Joy Boy and the forgotten truths of the Void Century, serves as a reminder that even the smallest act of defiance can contribute to the birth of a new world. As you let these ideas settle in your mind, picture the faces of those who have long been oppressed, each one reflecting both sorrow and an unwavering hope for a brighter tomorrow. Their quiet determination, their shared dreams, and their relentless courage all contribute to the grand tapestry of the One Piece world. Every act of resistance, every subtle rebellion, is like a gentle ripple on the vast ocean, a ripple that, over time, can become a mighty wave capable of reshaping the future. The quest for the One Piece itself is perhaps the most profound mystery of all. For many, the treasure is not simply a hoard of material wealth, but a symbol of ultimate truth, a beacon of enlightenment that reveals the true nature of freedom and the hidden history of the world. It is said that the One Piece holds the key to understanding the Void Century, to unlocking the secrets that have been carefully hidden away by the world government for centuries. This quest is not a mere pursuit of riches. It is an odyssey of the spirit, a journey that challenges every adventurer to look beyond the surface and seek the deeper meaning that lies beneath. Imagine yourself on a solitary boat, drifting across a vast, endless sea. The gentle rocking of the vessel, the soft murmur of the water, and the distant cry of seagulls create a serene backdrop against which the profound mysteries of One Piece unfold. Every island you pass, every cryptic message discovered in a weathered ruin, adds another layer to the enigma. The One Piece is more than a destination. It is a living symbol of hope, a promise that no matter how far the journey, the truth is always within reach. As these ancient theories intertwine with the present, the grand narrative of One Piece reveals itself as a continuous cycle of dreams and destiny. The hidden truths of the Void Century, the poignant legacy of Joy Boy, and the looming specter of the final war are all threads in a vast, interwoven tapestry. Every whispered secret, every forgotten promise, and every silent cry for justice contributes to this grand design, a design that spans the breadth of history and reaches into the very heart of what it means to live and to dream. In the midst of this sprawling narrative, the world government emerges as a colossal force, a power built on centuries of secrecy and control. Its leaders, draped in ancient authority and shrouded in mystery, have long sought to suppress the true history of the world, erasing any evidence of the Void Century and hiding the legacy of Joy Boy. Yet even as they enforce their rigid order, cracks begin to show, a quiet rebellion simmering beneath the surface. The suppressed voices of the oppressed, the silent resistance of those who yearn for truth, all point toward an inevitable uprising. This is the undercurrent that many believe will culminate in the final war, a war not just of armies, but of ideas, where the lies of the past are laid bare and the promise of a new future is forged in the crucible of conflict. As you allow these thoughts to flow into your consciousness, imagine a vast, star-lit sky over an endless ocean. Each star is a memory, a dream, a whisper of a time when the world was unburdened by the weight of hidden truths. The journey toward understanding, toward uncovering the mysteries of Raftel and Joy Boy, is like a gentle voyage through this infinite night. A voyage where every breath, every heartbeat, is a step closer to the dawn of a new era. In these long, unfolding hours of quiet reflection, the interplay between fate and free will becomes an ever-present theme. Every decision made by a pirate, every secret uncovered by a rebel, every quiet act of defiance contributes to a grand mosaic. A mosaic that tells the story of the world in all its complexity. The theories of Raftel, Joy Boy, and the final war are not isolated fragments, but integral parts of an endless cycle. A cycle that speaks of the eternal struggle between light and darkness, between hope and despair. Let your mind wander freely as you contemplate the possibility that the true treasure of One Piece is not a single object or a hoard of wealth, but the very essence of hope itself. A hope that endures despite the passage of time, that shines even in the darkest of nights, and that has the power to transform the world. The legacy of Joy Boy, with its bittersweet promise and enduring regret, is a quiet beacon in this vast expanse of dreams. It reminds us that even the most broken promises can spark the flame of renewal, that every heart holds the capacity for forgiveness, and that the journey toward a better tomorrow begins with a single, courageous step. Now, as you settle into a state of calm, imagine the gentle murmur of a distant ocean, its rhythm steady and eternal, much like the heartbeat of the world itself. Every wave is a reminder of the endless cycle of creation and renewal. Every ripple a silent promise that even in a world marred by secrets and shadows, there is always the potential for change. This is the spirit of One Piece, a spirit that defies the constraints of time and space, that speaks to the resilience of the human heart, and that invites us all to dream of a world where the truth, once hidden, can finally be set free. Allow these reflections to wash over you, soothing your mind like the soft caress of a sea breeze. The theories of Raftel, the legacy of Joy Boy, and the impending final war are not merely academic puzzles to be solved. They are a meditation on the nature of hope, the power of dreams, and the enduring possibility of a better world. As you listen to these words, let your thoughts drift away on a gentle current, carrying you toward a state of deep, peaceful slumber, where the mysteries of the past and the promise of the future merge into a single, everlasting dream. In the quiet wakefulness of this timeless journey, the mysteries of One Piece continue to unravel, like the gentle unfurling of a scroll from an age long past. The ancient whispers of the void century blend with the soft murmur of the ocean, carrying with them the hopes and sorrows of those who once dared to dream of a world unburdened by oppression. As the gentle sea breeze caresses your thoughts, imagine the countless islands that dot the vast expanse of the Grand Line, each one a small world unto itself, cradling secrets and legends that have been passed down through generations. It is in these scattered pockets of history that the enigmatic legacy of Joy Boy takes root, not as a single story, but as a constellation of truths and mysteries interwoven into the fabric of the world. Consider the delicate balance that exists between the light of hope and the encroaching shadows of forgotten conflicts. Joy Boy's promise, recorded in the silent language of stone on Fishman Island, is not merely a relic of a bygone era, but a living testament to the power of regret and the possibility of redemption. In his words, there lies a plea, a quiet admission of failure, and a yearning for forgiveness that transcends time. As you drift deeper into this narrative, let your thoughts wander to a time when every heartbeat echoed with the potential for change, when the sins of the past were not condemned, but acknowledged as necessary stepping stones towards a brighter future. Beyond the realm of memory and myth, the journey eventually leads us to Raftel, the fabled final island that stands as both destination and symbol. Imagine an island so elusive that it exists at the very edge of known reality, a place where the vast ocean meets a horizon that seems to stretch into infinity. Here, in the gentle glow of dawn, the true history of the world is said to lie hidden beneath layers of time and secrecy. It is believed that Raftel holds the long-suppressed truths of the Void Century, a repository of knowledge that has been locked away by those who would prefer the world remain in ignorance. The theories are many. Some whisper that Raftel contains the lost records of ancient civilizations, while others insist it is a metaphor for the ultimate journey of self-discovery, a final destination where every dream and every secret coalesce into a single, unifying truth. As you continue to let your mind drift, picture the quiet solitude of this mysterious island, a place where ancient ruins stand silently against the backdrop of an endless sky, and the gentle sound of waves against weathered stone forms a lullaby of forgotten memories. In the soft embrace of this vision, every fragment of history, every half-remembered legend contributes to the great mosaic of destiny that is One Piece. The allure of Raftel is not solely in its promise of treasure, but in the hope that within its boundaries lies the key to understanding the very nature of freedom. A freedom that has been obscured by centuries of hidden agendas and the relentless pursuit of power. In the world of One Piece, the notion of destiny is as fluid as the shifting tides. The interplay between fate and free will is a theme that runs as deep as the ocean itself, touching every character and every legend. Every choice made by a pirate on the high seas, every secret uncovered by a daring rebel, is like a ripple that expands across the water, influencing the vast, ever-changing panorama of the world. The theories we explore are not just puzzles to be solved, but meditations on the essence of life itself. A reminder that even the smallest act of defiance can alter the course of destiny, that every whispered promise and every silent oath adds a verse to the endless ballad of existence. Amid these reflections, the specter of the final war looms, a prophecy of a conflict so vast and all-encompassing that it promises to shake the very foundations of the world. This final war is envisioned as the ultimate climax, a moment when all the hidden tensions and long-suppressed grievances will converge in a single cataclysmic event. It is not merely a war of power or territory. It is a battle for the soul of the world, a confrontation that will determine whether the future is bound by the chains of the past or set free by the light of truth and unity. Imagine a gathering of countless souls, each one carrying the weight of history and the spark of a dream, all converging in a silent, inevitable crescendo. The final war is a transformation, a process by which the old order is swept away to make room for a new era, where the lessons of the past guide the hope of tomorrow. As you let your thoughts settle into this vision, envision the world as a grand tapestry of light and shadow, where every thread is woven with the stories of those who have dared to challenge destiny. The revolutionary spirit, embodied by the Revolutionary Army and countless unsung heroes, pulses quietly beneath the surface of this grand narrative. Their struggle is a soft, persistent beat against the overwhelming silence of oppression, a rhythm that speaks of resilience, determination, and the eternal promise of change. In the quiet corners of the world, where even the smallest flame can defy the darkness, these voices of rebellion remind us that every act of hope is a step towards a future where truth and justice prevail. Reflect on the notion that every legend, every theory is part of a continuum, a never-ending journey that connects the past with the future. The quest for One Piece, in its truest sense, is not just about accumulating wealth or uncovering secret maps. It is about embarking on a voyage of self-discovery, where every challenge faced on the open sea is a lesson in courage, and every mysterious clue uncovered is a reminder of the boundless capacity of the human spirit. The One Piece is more than a treasure. It is a symbol of the relentless pursuit of freedom, a beacon that shines through the darkest nights and guides every dreamer towards a destiny unbounded by the limitations of the present. As these ancient truths and future possibilities mingle in the quiet recesses of your mind, let yourself be enveloped by the serene majesty of this eternal odyssey. The hidden history of the void, century, the bittersweet legacy of Joy Boy, and the imminent promise of the final war are not isolated mysteries, but interwoven elements of a larger story, a story that speaks to the enduring power of hope, the quiet resilience of the human heart, and the infinite capacity for change. Every gentle wave that caresses the shore, every soft murmur of the ocean, is a reminder that life itself is a journey filled with moments of quiet reflection and bursts of brilliant revelation. In this peaceful state, let your mind wander over the vast expanse of the Grand Line, where every island is a repository of forgotten lore, and every gentle breeze carries the memories of ancient battles. Think of the countless adventurers who have sailed these treacherous waters, their hearts filled with dreams, and their souls marked by the scars of loss and triumph. Their stories, woven into the fabric of the world, serve as silent testaments to the power of perseverance and the transformative nature of hope. Even as the mighty world government strives to bury the truth beneath layers of deception and control, the spirit of rebellion endures, carried on the winds that traverse the boundless seas. The struggle between the oppressive forces that rule with an iron fist and the indomitable will of those who dare to challenge them is as old as time itself. For centuries, the world government has maintained its grip on power by erasing the true history of the void century and suppressing any hint of the past that might threaten its dominion. Yet, beneath this veneer of control, there is a quiet, persistent murmur, a longing for truth and a yearning for liberation that cannot be silenced. It is this very longing that gives rise to theories of a final war, a moment when the hidden truths of the past will burst forth, shattering the illusions of the present and heralding a new age of enlightenment. Let your thoughts drift as you imagine a world where every whispered secret and every long-forgotten legend coalesces into a magnificent mosaic of destiny. Picture the faces of those who have suffered under the weight of tyranny, their eyes reflecting both deep sorrow and the fierce determination to reclaim their freedom. In that vision, the final war is not a moment of despair, but a transformative event, a purification of the soul of the world, where the lies of the past are finally cast aside, and the promise of a new beginning shines as brilliantly as the rising sun over an endless horizon. The intertwining of fate and free will is a recurring theme that echoes throughout the grand narrative of One Piece. Every choice made by a pirate, every act of rebellion, every quiet moment of introspection contributes to the unfolding tapestry of destiny. It is a reminder that while the currents of fate may seem unyielding, each individual has the power to steer their own course. The journey toward Raftel, the search for the true meaning of Joy Boy's promise, and the eventual confrontation of the final war are all testaments to this eternal truth, that every heart, no matter how battered by the storms of life, has the capacity to dream and to redefine the future. As you continue this meditative voyage, let the gentle rhythm of the ocean and the soft glow of a star-lit sky become the backdrop of your reflections. Imagine a world where the legacy of Joy Boy is not merely a shadow from the past, but a vibrant call to action, a reminder that even the most broken promises have the potential to inspire profound change. Every theory, every subtle clue hidden within the Poneglyphs is a piece of a larger puzzle that invites us to believe in the possibility of redemption and renewal. The journey of One Piece is as much about uncovering these hidden truths as it is about embracing the endless possibilities that lie within our own hearts. Allow these gentle musings to cradle your thoughts as you drift further into the soft embrace of this timeless narrative. In the quiet interlude between wakefulness and sleep, where every whispered word and every measured pause blends into a harmonious lullaby, know that the mysteries of One Piece are not just ancient legends, but a living testament to the enduring spirit of hope. The promise of Raftel, the legacy of Joy Boy, and the prophecy of the final war all serve as gentle reminders that regardless of the darkness that may surround us, there is always a spark of light waiting to ignite the dawn of a new era. Feel the soothing cadence of these words as they guide you deeper into contemplation. A contemplation that bridges the vast expanse between the known and the unknown, between the dreams of the past and the hopes of tomorrow. Every ripple in the ocean, every soft whisper of the wind is a note in the eternal symphony of life, a symphony that calls to those who dare to search for truth, who dare to dream beyond the boundaries of a world defined by conflict. And in this sacred space of reflection, the quest for One Piece becomes a meditation on the infinite potential that lies within each of us, a potential to rise above adversity, to challenge the seemingly unchangeable, and to forge a future where truth and freedom reign supreme. Let these thoughts, as enduring as the sea and as gentle as the night, wash over you like a soft tide, carrying away the burdens of the day and leaving you with a quiet resolve, a resolve to believe that every heart has the power to transform the world, that every whisper of hope can spark a revolution, and that in the vast, uncharted waters of destiny, the journey itself is the greatest treasure of all. The endless dance of fate and free will continues to weave its delicate tapestry across the vast world of One Piece. As the moonlight gently falls upon the restless sea, every whispered secret and every silent promise becomes a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. The stories of old are not confined to the annals of history. They live on in the hearts of those who dare to challenge the established order. The voices of pirates, revolutionaries, and dreamers alike blend into a soft chorus that reverberates over every calm wave and wind-swept shore, inviting us to reflect on the choices that have shaped our destiny. In the quiet moments when the world seems suspended between reality and dreams, the revolutionary spirit of those who have suffered under the yoke of the world government emerges like a soft flame in the darkness. This spirit, nurtured by countless small acts of defiance and fueled by the long-buried hopes of the oppressed, is a living reminder that even in the most desolate landscapes, the seed of change can take root. The Revolutionary Army, often working in silence, has become a symbol of the enduring quest for justice, a quest to reclaim a world where the truths of the past are not hidden but celebrated, and where the pain inflicted by centuries of tyranny can finally give way to the promise of a new beginning. The intricate interplay between destiny and the choices made by every individual is at the very core of this saga. The journey toward Raftel, the elusive island that many believe holds the secrets of the void century, is as much about self-discovery as it is about uncovering ancient mysteries. Each step taken by a pirate venturing into the unknown, each cryptic clue deciphered from the weathered Poneglyphs, is a quiet act of rebellion against a world that seeks to bury its own history. It is a testament to the belief that the true treasure is not measured in krill or jewels, but in the unyielding pursuit of truth, a pursuit that echoes in every heartbeat along the Grand Line. As you drift further into this gentle narrative, let your thoughts wander to the countless moments of introspection experienced by those who have journeyed through these tumultuous seas. Picture a lone sailor on a creaking boat, eyes fixed on the horizon, where the fading light of day mingles with the soft glow of distant stars. In that solitary vigil, every whispered memory of past battles and every silent hope for a better tomorrow merges into a serene meditation on what it means to be free. The legacy of Joy Boy, whose ancient promise still resonates in the quiet corners of the world, serves as a beacon for all who dare to dream. His apology, etched into stone millennia ago, is a reminder that even the deepest regrets can inspire a determination to mend what has been broken. The world of One Piece is built upon these enduring legacies. The world government, with its cold, impenetrable facade of order and control, has long sought to hide the truths of the void century and the very existence of Joy Boy's promise. But like cracks in a great dam, the suppressed voices of those who have been silenced eventually break through the surface, forming ripples that spread far and wide. Every clandestine meeting, every secret exchange among those who resist, contributes to the growing momentum of change. In the gentle murmur of these collective voices lies the promise of the final war, a grand, inevitable confrontation where the truths that have been buried for centuries will finally emerge. Imagine, in the stillness of a moonlit night, the soft hum of 1,000 voices rising in unison. This is not a battle of chaos, but a quiet reckoning, a final transformation that will reshape the world from the inside out. The final war is envisioned as a moment when the old order, built on centuries of lies and suppression, will crumble under the weight of its own secrets. It is a time when every suppressed memory, every hidden truth, and every dream of less liberation will converge into a single transformative event. Though the prospect may seem daunting, it is also filled with a gentle promise, a promise that from the ruins of the past, a new world of truth and hope may finally be born, In these reflective hours, the concept of destiny reveals itself as a vast ocean, where every drop of water is a decision made by those who dared to defy the current. The journey toward Raftel, the search for the One Piece, and the unraveling of Joy Boy's promise are not isolated incidents, but part of a continuous, ever-flowing narrative. Each pirate's choice, each act of rebellion, and every moment of quiet contemplation contributes to an intricate mosaic. A mosaic that tells the story of a world constantly in flux, where every ending is simply the beginning of a new chapter. The interplay between fate and free will is perhaps the most profound mystery of all. While destiny may set the stage, it is the actions of individuals that bring about change. This is the very essence of the One Piece saga, a saga where even the smallest act of courage can alter the course of history. As you listen, let your mind embrace the idea that every moment of defiance, every quiet act of hope, is a ripple that spreads across the vast ocean of time. These ripples, though seemingly insignificant on their own, eventually converge to form the mighty tide that will sweep away the remnants of an oppressive past, heralding a new era of enlightenment and freedom. The journey of understanding these ancient theories is as much an inward exploration as it is an outward adventure. In the quiet solitude of your thoughts, the legends of Joy Boy and the prophecy of the final war become mirrors reflecting your own hopes and fears. The tales of those who once sailed the Grand Line remind us that no matter how arduous the journey may be, there is always a deeper truth waiting to be discovered. It is in the soft spaces between words, in the pauses that allow the mind to wander, that the real magic of these stories comes to life. A magic that is gentle and unhurried, like the ebb and flow of the tide. In the vast expanse of the Grand Line, every island is a silent witness to the passage of time, a repository of dreams, struggles, and triumphs. Imagine a chain of islands, each one a chapter in the long and winding narrative of a world that has endured both beauty and sorrow. From the mysterious ruins of ancient civilizations to the bustling harbors filled with the laughter of carefree pirates, every location adds a verse to the timeless ballad of One Piece. The legacy of the Void Century, the quiet sorrow of Joy Boy's unfulfilled vow, and the burning determination of those who challenge the status quo. All these elements are woven together into an intricate tapestry that is as rich as it is enigmatic. The world of One Piece is not defined solely by its grand adventures or epic battles. It is equally a world of quiet moments and subtle reflections. The soft glow of a sunset over an endless ocean, the gentle murmur of a secluded cove, and the soft rustling of leaves in a forgotten forest. All these scenes evoke a sense of timeless serenity that transcends the chaos of the external world. In these moments of stillness, the weight of history and the promise of a new dawn blend into a harmonious lullaby that invites us to dream. It is here, in this tranquil space, that the theories of Raftel, Joy Boy, and the Final War become not just intellectual puzzles, but meditative reflections on the nature of hope and the enduring power of the human spirit. As the whispers of ancient legends mingle with the soft breath of the wind, consider the possibility that the journey toward understanding these mysteries is an eternal odyssey, a journey that does not end with a single discovery, but continues to unfold with every passing moment. The quest for One Piece, with all its enigmatic clues and tantalizing theories, is a journey that beckons us to look beyond the surface, to seek the hidden truths that lie beneath the ocean of appearances, and to find in each revelation a quiet affirmation of the endless potential for renewal. The path to Raftel, much like the journey of every pirate who dares to dream, is filled with uncertainty and quiet anticipation. It is a path that winds through the shadows of the past, illuminated only by the faint light of forgotten memories and the soft promise of a future yet to be born. In that gentle uncertainty lies a profound beauty, a reminder that every step taken on this long voyage is a testament to the resilience of the human heart. Even as the forces of oppression seek to shroud the truth in darkness, the quiet determination of those who dare to challenge fate continues to shine, like a solitary lantern in a vast, starry night. In this extended meditation on the mysteries of One Piece, every word, every whispered theory, is an invitation to embrace the unknown and to find solace in the timeless dance between past and future. The stories of Joy Boy and the ancient promises of the Void Century are not merely tales of sorrow. They are also stories of quiet courage, a gentle reminder that even in the midst of overwhelming darkness, there is always a glimmer of light waiting to guide us home. As you allow these reflections to sink deeply into your consciousness, let the soft, steady rhythm of these ancient narratives carry you further into a state of peaceful introspection, a state where every thought is as gentle and expansive as the open sea. Allow yourself to be carried away by the continuous flow of those timeless tales. Let the soft murmur of the ocean, the whisper of the wind through ancient ruins, and the quiet echo of forgotten promises lull you into a space where every breath becomes a meditation, every heartbeat a step closer to the ultimate truth. The legacy of Joy Boy, the allure of Raftel, and the impending promise of the Final War form an intricate mosaic, a mosaic that tells the story of a world on the brink of transformation, where every soul is invited to partake in the gentle, enduring journey toward enlightenment. In these long, unhurried moments, as the soft light of the moon bathes the world in a tender glow, the interplay of fate and free will becomes a serene symphony, a symphony that sings of resilience, hope, and the infinite capacity of the human spirit to overcome even the greatest of trials. Every whispered secret, every gentle revelation is a note in this timeless melody, a melody that invites you to dream, to reflect, and to believe that no matter how deep the darkness may seem, there is always the promise of a new dawn waiting just beyond the horizon. As the gentle murmur of ancient legends and the soft glow of moonlit waves continue to guide our journey, we arrive at the closing reflections of our timeless odyssey, a final meditation that weaves together the threads of destiny, hope, and the eternal quest for truth in the world of One Piece. The legacy of Joy Boy, which has echoed across centuries like a quiet promise, now merges with the enigmatic allure of Raftel and the looming specter of the final war, forming a tapestry of dreams and regrets that spans the entire history of this vast universe. In these final hours of our journey, imagine yourself adrift on an endless sea where every gentle ripple carries the memories of battles fought long ago, and every whisper of wind speaks of promises made under starlit skies. The ancient truths hidden within the Poneglyphs are like soft echoes in the heart of the ocean, whispers of a time when the world was young and the dreams of men were unburdened by the weight of oppression. These whispered secrets, passed down through generations, remind us that even in the darkest moments, there is a spark of light, a quiet reminder that every soul, no matter how scarred, holds the capacity for renewal. The final war, long foretold by legends and prophecies, looms not as a chaotic tempest, but as a transformative crescendo in the ongoing symphony of life. It is a moment when the concealed truths of the void century will emerge from the shadows, when the hidden history that the world government has so desperately tried to bury will finally be revealed. In this war, every choice made on the high seas, every silent act of rebellion, will converge to form a collective destiny, a destiny that is as gentle and inevitable as the rising of the sun over the calm horizon. It is a war not defined solely by the clash of arms, but by the profound interplay of fate and free will, where every individual's dream contributes to a larger mosaic of hope. Envision the countless hearts that have yearned for freedom throughout the ages, the quiet determination of revolutionaries, the unspoken courage of pirates, the steadfast resolve of those who have suffered in silence. Their stories are interwoven with the legacy of Joy Boy, whose broken promise continues to resonate as a beacon of both sorrow and possibility. His gentle apology, carved in stone so many years ago, is not merely a relic of the past, but an ever-present call to mend the wounds inflicted by endless conflict. It is a reminder that even the most profound regrets can ignite the will to change, and that every ending holds within it the seed of a new beginning. Now, as the echoes of ancient battles and long-forgotten promises fade into a soft lullaby, let your mind wander over the vast, mysterious expanse of the Grand Line. Picture an endless chain of islands, each one a silent sentinel to the myriad stories of a world that has weathered both triumph and despair. Each island, with its own unique tale, contributes to the grand narrative, a narrative that speaks of enduring hope of the strength found in unity, and of the quiet rebellion that persists even against the mightiest of forces. The quest for one piece, therefore, transcends the pursuit of wealth or fame. It is a pilgrimage of the spirit, a journey toward understanding the true nature of freedom and the power of dreams. In this final reflection, consider that every legend, every theory, every whisper of truth that has been passed down through the ages is an invitation to look beyond the surface of reality. The mysteries of Raftel, Joy Boy's tender vow, and the prophecy of the final war are not isolated enigmas, but integral parts of an infinite cycle, a cycle that is both delicate and unyielding, as natural as the ebb and flow of the tide. Each moment spent pondering these ancient mysteries is a step closer to understanding that the true treasure lies not in material wealth, but in the collective spirit of those who dare to dream and to defy the constraints of fate. Let your thoughts now settle into a serene quietude, as if you are floating on a gentle sea under a sky full of stars. Allow the soft cadence of these words to soothe your mind, each syllable a reminder of the endless possibilities that arise when truth and hope merge into a single, unbroken melody. In the silent interlude between wakefulness and sleep, the memories of ancient eras and the promise of a future unburdened by oppression become one, a soft, eternal whisper that invites you to dream freely and to believe that every heart, no matter how heavy with sorrow, holds the potential for transformation. As you drift into a deep and peaceful slumber, let the enduring legacy of one piece wrap around you like a warm, comforting blanket. May the timeless tales of Joy Boy, the hidden history of the Void Century, and the transformative vision of the final war inspire your dreams and illuminate your path. Remember that the journey is as significant as the destination, and that every quiet moment of reflection is a step toward a future defined by freedom, truth, and boundless hope. Good night, dear traveler, and may your dreams carry you gently beyond the horizon, into a realm where the whispers of ancient legends and the promise of a new dawn forever guide you toward a brighter tomorrow.